We live. Boom.
New Age Media and Entertainment.
Aha. Welcome back. Football Talk Tuesday. I'm your man, Ray Nelson Jr.
Marcus Sofa, baby.
And here we are. We're down to the final two. We have the San Francisco 49ers against the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, you bitch ass haters. I know y'all just sitting at home mad because it ain't your team in the Super Bowl.
Big mad.
What?
Big mad.
Cowgirl fans, boy. I know they ain't sitting on the couch with their thumb and they mouth. What's up?
Yeah, they said they're hating on us right now. Hating on us right now, man. 49ers had a fantastic comeback. Baltimore Ravens was impotent in the second half of the ball game. I feel like their defense played and did what they were supposed to do in the second half of the ball game, because I feel like Kansas City controlled the first half of the ball game, and you can't ask for more from the defense from Baltimore Ravens in the second half. They didn't give up nothing.
Hey, but hold up. I ain't gonna even let it go by that easy. It's just like you said backstage, brother.
Okay. We're gonna talk about all that. Go ahead.
Look. Brock Purdy did what Lamar was supposed to do.
Exactly. Ran the goddamn ball. Lamar held onto the ball far too long.
But everybody talk about Brock Purdy being a game manager.
Oh, he was a game changer.
He was a game changer.
Hey, listen, I was one of the biggest critics when it came down to it, not trusting him during the regular season and the deer in the headlight moments. He didn't have no deer in the headlight moment in that game.
He looked like Joe Montana.
Man,
and collected.
Did his thing. We got a couple people. We got my man Scooty in the building. What's happening with your brother?
What up, Fred?
He says, shut your ass up. What he said, shut your ass up, because that first half, every 49er fan was shivering like a hoe.
Hey, me? Oh, no.
A shout out to Geneva. She in the building too. He's gonna say, I was quiet, nigga. I was quiet. We was over at my man. Shout out to my man Michael Rasan, childhood friend, high school partner, man, graduated together and all that, man. He invited us out to his home. We had a great time, man. Nice, beautiful home, man. We had good whiskey. Man, he treated us well, man. He's a great host out there, man. Him and his wife, and the family, they treated us real well, man. And Scooty's right. Yeah, we was quiet over in that bitch.
Wasn't nobody shivering shit, nigga. We was just concentrating. Because they gave us a 1-2. But come on, bro. We got Brock motherfucking Purdy. We got the best coach in the game calling plays. We made the adjustments that we need to make, and then we punched our ticket to the Super Bowl. Muggle.
His nigga said, y'all, please, every 49er fan was shivering like a hoe in church for the first time.
Hey, that's funny. Man. It's funny, but it wasn't true over here, my brother.
Oh, man. Well, I know me and you was texting back and forth a little bit, talking about what was happening with the game and all that, man. But, the second half, man, it started to get interesting. That was when the game really got live, man, and we did what we did. But I want to first talk, before we go into talk about the 49ers and the great comeback victory against the Lions, we want to talk about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. And like I said before, man, the defense did. Go ahead.
I told you got to watch out for that Mahomes and them Chiefs.
Yeah, I ain't gonna never hate on him again. I'm done.
Listen, don't ever hate on him.
Never again.
I'm trying to figure out what you would call him, but bro, the same thing that happened to us coming into that Baltimore game on Christmas Day is what happened to the Ravens because that deep. See, everybody.
No, the defense was physical, more physical.
But Kansas City D is for real. Like
no, they are for real. They showed it too. They was more physical. Like what I always talk about that too, bro. I'm not gonna not give it to them because the defense was far more physical and they tackled better. You know, there wasn't no yak. There was
and I'm gonna tell you something else. We could pull this shit up, bro. Lamar couldn't do what Lamar do because they had a spy on him, and they made sure that they didn't do all that stunting. That's what got us in trouble. Them stunts when you looping the D line around, that D line just went straight at him with a spy, and that's why you didn't see him doing a lot of running. I mean, he Lamar. You can't stop. You just can't stop him.
Right.
You couldn't. That's why you didn't see him doing a lot of that running because they knew they had that spot, and in Kansas City was what they call. They was lane discipline.
Right.
I got it already. We can share my screen and we can look at it, brother.
Let me know. Okay, I'll play that in a minute. Sean, put it up when you're ready. Irie says y'all had. He says y'all had clones playing for y'all in the first half. The second half, you guys made impeccable adjustments. Geneva said
that's why you play the games. See, this is why you play the games and just don't vote teams in and shit because the first half they came out, doing what they doing. Okay, I got it already. I got this that Ravens game because you finna see the first play of the game.
Geneva said, I have to admit I was quiet, but I'll be talking again.
Right.
And the Chiefs played a hell of a game, physical beast mode. They did. Me and Jermaine was watching the game before we went out to Michael's house. We were sitting there watching the game. We was just like, the fuck is they? But they did, they played good, man. You can't take nothing away from the Chiefs. I do not take anything away from you. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we got some footage here. Mark's going to show us right quick. Here you go.
Here go the first play of the game. Or maybe it's 3rd and 7. And watch the D line of the Chiefs, and you got the spy in the back. You ready?
Yep. Go ahead.
Ready to put on pressure. Here they come after him. Jackson gets the pass away, and it's incomplete.
Right, but could you run that back real quick? Because I want to point something out to you. So this is what I'm talking about when I say
up at the top.
He has a soft spot right here on the left side of the field. You got all that underneath. This is where he's supposed to take off at, in this area of the field. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about right over in here?
Right over in here. So watch how it breaks down. The spot. Go ahead.
Boom. But he sees that guy coming on that side. That safety then came up.
Right, but go ahead, keep letting it go.
You talking right about that
right there. That's where he's supposed to. And man, I think younger Lamar, he's there. I don't.
Hold up, look who he throwing to. 15 is open. This is early in the game, but we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Keep it going. What? So
that's one of those soft spots that I was referring to.
Right.
And that's the play that's the receivers you got to catch. That they talking about DeAndre Hopkins next year, but I don't know. Look at the Chiefs, man. Hey, man, Patrick Mahomes he played a hell of a game in that first half. He put them away basically, and let his defense do the rest.
Hey, but Zay Flowers, if Zay Flowers don't get that penalty and then score, Lamar doesn't throw that pick in the end zone. And we got a whole different ball game.
But not even that. They still had action. But you think about the penalties that you got from the Ravens in that game. You have some of the most boneheaded penalties I've ever seen in football. Those guys, to me, showed me that they're undisciplined. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right, yeah.
It's just in a big game, you have to be a veteran. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to understand what you're dealing with, and they didn't do that at all. Even Lamar on the sideline, some of his antics, was kind of questionable. I'm gonna let him. He was emotional, and I get that, man. But as a leader, man, and as a man, you got to control yourself, man, because you still got action to win the game. Your defense gave you multiple chances, but you could not do anything on offense. And then there were a couple of calls, though.
Back on offense. Look at the lanes. Look at the lane discipline. You see what I'm saying? Look at the lane discipline. The Chiefs D line, bro. Because I'm like, man, them motherfuckers. Well coached. They were well coached.
Andy Reid got out. I mean, not Andy Reid, but Harbaugh got out coached. Period.
Look. Ain't nobody loop. No stunts.
Soft spots. I mean, I'm not saying you break out, but you get. Oh, that's 4th and 1, so it wasn't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, he got that shit easy. See, he was Lamar, bro.
I just feel like he played scared, bro. To me, that's the first time I ever seen Lamar play like a hoe. He played scared, man. I'm sorry.
Damn,
he played like a hoe.
Hey,
he
bro.
played scared, bro.
Hey, man, some of this was the Chiefs, bro.
No. Absolutely right, man. No, I'm not saying it, but he still played scared, man. I don't. Okay, yeah, but the way he played, bro, he didn't play with that kind of confidence or that air that we're used to seeing Lamar play with. You know what I'm saying?
Again, look at the Chiefs. Look at the lanes. You know what I'm saying? Look at his lanes. He got the run in. Usually, like when we played him, we was doing a lot of stunts, which means you got these D linemen looping here and looping there, which creates running holes. The Chiefs didn't do nothing. They just went straight up the field,
up the middle. Yep.
And each D lineman stayed their lanes and kind of like smothered them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that right now.
And then you got the big guys stepping back out here as the spy.
Right. Go ahead and play it.
Look.
I mean, to the right side.
He's Lamar though. Boom. That's Lamar, bro.
that was nice.
That's a sack.
Yeah, man. Zay Flowers, though, bro. Ugh.
Yeah,
I mean, those 2 personal foul calls that they got too, for 30 yards, on one drive, they smacked Mahomes. That was questionable because I feel like the lineman was getting pushed. He's getting blocked into him, and he was trying to swipe at Mahomes and the ball, and he clubbed him.
Yeah.
You had that play. That was questionable. But, I mean, it's football. It's like a bang-bang kind of play.
Yeah, but what you reaching out like that for? I mean, you finna grab.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He did that shit on purpose. Who am I fooling?
Grab his face mask, hit him in the head. Like, what the fuck was you trying to do?
Yeah, that was head button motherfuckers. I mean. Like what? I didn't even understand any of that, man. And it's like you don't get opportunities to get into the Super Bowl, but you are playing the defending champions. And like you said, you can't discount what the Chiefs did and how well they were coached and they were prepared.
Right. Coached and prepared. They were prepared to play Lamar. And see, like I said, I think the same thing that happened to us when we played the Ravens, where you got to be careful with hyping up a team.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want none of that. Look, Brock. Yep. Brock Purdy's a game manager. Yep. That motherfucker.
Let's go ahead and accept that.
We're gonna accept all of that because when they start putting too much on you like that, this is the type of shit that happens.
You want to know why I'm really mad?
Yeah, Coach, go ahead.
I'm really mad because I thought that we would not have to deal with Taylor Swift anymore. That was one of the biggest reasons why I wanted them to win. Now, I mean, I want Lamar to get him one, but I wanted him to take out Taylor Swift. And so for our 49ers, we got to do what we got to do, man, because if they win, they're going to be shaking it up. I need a Kanye moment. Come on. What we doing, man? I need a Kanye.
It's so funny you said that because this cat at work, he came up to me because I've been, had the beanie and everything going up, most of the whole, and he came up to me. He's like, man, you know why y'all need to beat the Chiefs? Like he's a Green Bay guy too.
Right.
He's like, man, the reason y'all got to beat them motherfuckers is because we tired of this Taylor Swift. I just thought of I started rolling. I was like, another motherfucker hate all this Taylor Swift shit. Man.
No, hey, Geneva, you ain't lying. That shit was annoying. It was like, me and Jermaine was watching the game here before we left, and I'm sitting there, and then it's like they were showing it, and it was like they was like antagonizing the people that it annoys, like myself.
They're show it now. It's coming. when he could look Kelsey had a game.
Oh, he was balling. He was
was
balling.
balling.
He was balling. I got to give it to Travis Kelce. He was balling.
And see, even when I think he scored that touchdown, they showed her.
Man, they showed her, man. Oh my God. Shake. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to play.
Look at that lane. Look. He can't, boy, Lamar couldn't run. Look, he caught that pass though.
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. His time is coming.
What's that?
His time is coming, but like I said, man, offensively, man, I still think they're a little stagnant, they're kind of limited, Zay Flowers though.
No, they just made mistakes because if Zay Flowers if Zay Flowers don't get the penalty, get the touchdown, it's tied up.
Right.
Oh no, it's they down 3 points. And then they stopped them, and now they going down for a drive. And I think instead of Lamar feeling frustrated,
there's the penalty right there.
Right, he's more confident, and he doesn't throw that interception in the end zone.
Right,
he throws a touchdown, and now all of a sudden we have a whole different conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, and I think you're right. I don't have no arguments there. I just, like I said, it was disappointing, and I just feel like that Zay Flowers character, man. God,
and see, I think he was feeling himself because he had the interview before the game,
doing too much.
You know how it is, bro. They hype.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't do none of that. When I score touchdowns in high school, bro, I put the ball down. You know what I'm saying? We'll act like you've been there. And then when I got to the sideline with my teammates, that's when we'll be, doing our little thing or whatever. I never believed in that. You know what I mean? It's like, all the celebration and shit when we was getting first downs and shit. It's like you guys been getting the shit kicked out of you all game and being out physicaled. The physical Ravens, and then you guys just said, man, all that shit annoyed me, bro. I was just like, man, fuck out of here, man. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I couldn't, man. They still gonna be my AFC team, but I wanted to see that Christmas Day rematch because I feel like it would have been a better game for the Niners, and we would. I mean, not to say. I think we can beat the Ravens. That's not like we can't beat them, But it's just like I wanted to see that game again, so that we get our get back.
I wanted it too, but the football gods had other plans.
No. Yeah, they had other plans. They had other plans.
They had other plans. And look, like I say, at the end of the day, you got to punch your car. I was looking through some of my old, like I was doing that countdown. Somebody had the little countdown with the bird hunting.
Yeah.
And the one team we didn't beat was the Ravens.
Right.
And at that, it's like, it's funny because in October, let me say it this way, in October, before we went on that 3-game losing streak, everybody had us going to the Super Bowl. Then, there's problems with the Niners.
Yep. Then we got Washington from Washington. We got Chase.
We got Chase. Then all of a sudden we went back on that winning streak again. But then everybody was like, "Oh no, it's the Ravens," especially after we lost to the motherfuckers.
Right.
And then the same thing basically happened to them at the wrong time.
But not only but here's another thing happened in this ball game, and I think we haven't mentioned or talked about. They went away from running the football.
And they went away from running the football.
And what is my formula? Running the football. You gotta run the ball.
The Kansas City Chiefs, they stuck with it.
They stuck with it and they won. And that's been my formula all year for teams that win, is to run the damn football. So let me pull up these stats and look at this. Let's see.
I'll stop sharing this.
Okay, I'm pull up the stats for the game or whatever. Team stats, and then I'll present this here. Share screen. Boom. All right, so let's take a look here.
Let's take a look. Go to the box. Oh, well, we can. Okay.
So
look like the Ravens outgained them motherfuckers.
What's that total? Hold on. Rushing. So they did rushing wise, 32 attempts, Oh no, that's KC. KC had 32 attempts.
32 attempts.
Yeah, so they definitely outrushed them. They had 80, but it wasn't by much though. But still, in the same though, they stuck with it, and they stuck with the run.
And see, you got to remember the rushing yards, the rushing yards that the Ravens got was some big runs from Lamar Jackson.
Right. But you carried the ball. Let's see here. So you had 16 times.
16,
and you're
16 to 32.
I mean, right? They doubled up on you, and this is something they're supposed to be running the ball 32 times. You understand?
Wait a minute. Is it even the yards attempt? Because look, yards per rush was only 3.
Right. Hey man, it don't matter.
You got to commit to the run.
You have to commit to it because look, we go to time of possession, and there you look at that. 37 minutes and 30 seconds to 22 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's the key. I always say, it don't matter what you averaging. You know what I'm saying? You have to establish the run. You got to stick to the run. Even if you're averaging low, that shit don't matter. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to still do it no matter what. And I hope a lot of football coaches learn that shit. Oh, we're not getting anywhere. And then they get panicking. And then they start throwing the ball and tossing and teasing the ball all over the place. And then you find yourself in trouble. And you can't score points when you ain't got the damn ball enough. It's there. Then look at the penalties. They had 8 penalties for 95 yards. They had 2 penalties for 60 yards on one drive. And that was one of, undisciplined, just an undisciplined football team.
Plays.
Yeah, just bonehead plays. And especially the 2 personal fouls, those were stupid, just dumb, and then we go into the passing downs. I mean, let's see, passing first downs. They had 22 to 16. It's things like that. Third down efficiency, 8 for 18, 3 for 11. You know what I'm saying? So there were a lot of fourth down. There was a lot of punts and kicks and stuff like that. And for the Ravens, they didn't do well in that area. Fourth down, they were 2 for 2, but they were solid there. You look at the plays in this game. Like I said, ball control, they had 73 plays to 57 plays. That's huge. Total yards. They actually had more total yards, but a lot of that's, comeback yards and all that kind of stuff. And, they really didn't do nothing with it. They averaged more yards per play and all that kind of stuff. Passing yards, 255. But again, it's playing from behind. Lamar threw the ball 37 times, bro.
37 times.
Right. He was 20 for 37, so he's at 54%. You have Mahomes threw it 39 times, but he completed 30 passes. And that's key there too as well. Yards per pass. I mean, Lamar won on that or whatever. He had 1 interception to no interceptions. Sack yards lost. He was only sacked twice. Lamar was sacked 4 times for 17 yards. And he's been getting touched on the last couple games because he got sacked like 4 times the last game, and when they played against Houston. So, and it's just really no guarantees, man, on getting back. They're talking about the whole DeAndre Hopkins, going over there and playing or whatever it might be though. But next year, I think that their philosophy needs to be shut the fuck up and play football.
Yeah.
Fuck the cameras. Fuck the all that extra bullshit, man, and get focused on the game, man. That's what they're gonna need to do.
It's funny you say that, but so shouts out to my boy Damon Carlisle. He's a Beaver.
Okay, shout out.
We was arguing, and he's from your position, brother, because we was arguing about the showboating and all of that, and I'm like, hey man, this is entertainment. This is entertainment business, and hey. That's what put the people. That's what put the asses in the stands, bro.
But winning does too, though, my brother.
What winning does too, but the bad guy is what they root against. You know what I'm saying? He's just as important as the good guy. So,
but I just
I hear what y'all saying. I hear what y'all saying.
I just feel like, man, when you about your business, you you focusing on you're focusing on doing what you're supposed to do. You focusing on your job. All that extra shit, I don't care about dancing and all that flashy shit. Me personally, and you're right, it does get people more to get people mad, or they get people pumped up and all that type of shit, man. So I mean, if I'm coaching, I'm a no fun coach.
You're no fun coach,
I'm no fun coach. Fuck all that dancing and shit. Get your ass on the sideline. The game ain't over. You can dance all you want to once we get that W, but until then, man, you ain't doing nothing. Especially when you behind, man. What are you celebrating? I would find my player every time you celebrate. If we behind and you celebrating and doing all this old monkey shit, get the fuck out of here, man. But like you said, it's entertainment, so it's kind of that balance. But for me, I don't like none of that. I don't like none of it. Cool. I like Belichick's teams when you didn't have a lot of that bullshit going on. When they was winning Super Bowls and shit, they was strictly fucking business, and they won how many Super Bowls? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they won a lot of Super Bowls, but they were boring as fuck.
It don't matter, but they got them wins. And I want the wins. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Yeah, I want the wins, bro. I don't want fuck the flash, man. Flash, I got a gold chain, nigga. If I want to be flashy, I throw that motherfucker on. I don't care about when it comes to business and taking care of fucking businessmen. That's what we need to be focusing on, and that's what even with the 49ers, we're a little bit more,
we business like. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not flashy like that. You know what I mean? We got some players that'll get down and do their thing though, but it's not over the top. You know what I'm saying? You don't see much of it. They're a little bit, their coach, he's a little bit more serious minded. And that's what I like about their coach is that he don't, he's kind of, business like, but he kind of worried me in that game though, bro, because I did not like his demeanor in the first half. he had me nervous, bro. Let's go ahead and transition and talk about the night. No, I'm just saying he had me nervous, bro, because the way he was looking, I was scared. I was like, what you doing, bro? Like, I don't like how he looking.
Let me pull that up.
Yeah, so go ahead and pull up the I'm gonna stop sharing this and you can go ahead and find the highlights from the 49er game. And so we're gonna go ahead and transition and talk about that. Put it up, and then we'll talk about the Niners, man, and the things that we had to do to come back in that ball game and win.
So shout out to Niner Nation and everybody that support us. And look, if your team sucks and you tired of supporting them losers, just send me your shirt size, and you can hop on our bandwagon, and I'll be the first one to buy you your first Niner paraphernalia. Just send me your shirt size, all right?
All right, here we got the highlights going on from the Niners and Lions game.
So I'm gonna just say this: I'm gonna say it this way. They were playing our kind of ball: run the ball down your throat, play good defense, and gas you over the middle.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you can't be us. We're the best at being us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. We just had to go in and make some adjustments, slap a few people in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? Bust some motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Then we came back out. And then what makes it even worse, we came back out and started playing our ball. But better than that, the Lions, the cowardly Lions showed
Wizard of Oz. Dorothy went
showed the fuck up. And look, Jared Goff, shouts out to Jared Goff. He played an excellent game. That was a home game kind of for him because they said like a lot of people.
Because he played with the Rams, and so he's played there a lot. So it wasn't no big thing for him to be there.
He's from the Bay. He's from from Nevada.
Okay.
So he played he's from there, and he played, college ball at Cal. So
Well, what about that boy Patrick Mahomes? Not Patrick Mahomes. Ed McCaffrey though.
But what I'm saying is,
I called him Ed. I call him his daddy's name. Christian. His daddy is Ed. He's Christian McCaffrey. Ed's boy. Yeah,
Ed's boy. But man, look, I just want to give Jared Goff his flowers because that dude came in and played well enough to win.
Yep.
They lost by 3. He was throwing dimes.
Yeah.
And look, like right now. Look, bam, just he was threading that thing, boy. The first half, Man, they converted every damn third and long.
Man.
You want to run it down our throat? Yeah, go ahead. We'll throw it too.
Yeah, but man, this way.
This guy right here is Saint, and he was bitching about not making the Pro Bowl. Motherfucker, you got to close the game. You can't just make plays in the first half. It's 2 halves to a football game. It's 4
Oh, he
plays.
was crying about going to the Pro Bowl, huh?
Yeah, he was crying that they didn't.
Man, fuck that goddamn Pro Bowl shit, nigga. Flag football ass shit, man. I mean, you gotta want the trophy, man.
Hey, you do, but that's money in their pocket. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, incentives, incentives and bonuses and those things.
He didn't get it, but that might have cost him a 6 figures probably. You never know.
Man, but you gonna get a bonus if you get to the game.
Right, but if you get to the game and you get that.
Yeah. That's that trip. That's that new that beach house that he want.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's the beach house, man. He can't get the beach house.
Or that might be the house for his auntie.
Yeah, man, that was good.
You see all these all you haters. Has Griffin came in yet? Is it? Oh yeah, you would have seen him pop up.
Well, I'm waiting. And so listen, one of my employees, Gibson, so Gibson for the Niners.
Yeah.
So my employee is actually his relative. That's his
relative.
Okay. That's his cousin, blood cousin. So shout out to my man Calvin Sanders. He that's his cousin, man, and he because he's from out of San Diego. So it's a brother, man, military guy. Been working with me for about a year now. Cool dude, but I did his year review today, and we were talking about that, and he was letting me know all of that. So he said he didn't bet because he little lost some money. But we got a Dallas Cowboy fan that's going to join us. He is one of our reoccurring guests on the show. Corey Griffin is in the building. Young brother, how you do today?
Man, I'm all right.
Well, I bet you is all right.
He said he all right.
You just in time.
I know he was. Go ahead.
Hey, no, I was about to say, hey man, y'all, you can call me Griff too. Most people call me Griff.
All right, Griff.
Griff.
G.
So listen, Griff, what do you have to say about Brock now?
I mean, we're not surprised. I mean,
of course you're not surprised. Of course you're not surprised.
That was my pick. Didn't I pick that? I said the only pick I didn't pick was I even said, remember I said, hey, I'm not too sure about Baltimore Ravens either, man, because I was like, remember I said you can never discount Pat Mahomes. I call him my homeboy.
Right.
So listen, I hear you. You think right, but I'm trying to beat you over the head with Brock Purdy. Because you one of his biggest haters, and he showed you,
man.
What?
I'm not a hater of that young man. Listen, I say he's very good. I've always said he's very good. I just said I'm not ready to crown him great.
He ain't great?
Nah, bro. Come on, man.
Wait a minute. What does he got to do?
He's really good, and I 100% agree with a lot of people that said that he shut up a lot of critics as far as being a game manager.
I think he shut me up
a game manager. I didn't think after this season, going through the season, I mean, he had that rough stretch, right? You lose your starting left tackle and your primary receiver. Yeah, man. I mean,
wait. And he handled adversity. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he handled it. He handled it okay. I mean, you still had that 3-game losing streak, but I don't think it was necessarily all on him. I think that it was finally y'all secondary getting exposed a little bit. To be honest, the defense is good, but your secondary has been struggling all season.
Right.
Okay, yeah. But hold up, I'm still back on Brock.
But he handled.
I'm still on Brock. I don't want to hear about all that other shit.
So Brock, check it out. So Brock, he was 20 for 31, 261, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked twice for 9-yard loss. So he played well enough at the QB spot.
Hey, but hold up. You forgot that Russian stat because that was the.
I listen. I got you, brother. I got you, brother.
Yeah,
he carried the ball 5 times for 48 yards.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That ain't no game manager. That's legendary.
No, sir.
He said,
legendary. If that's legendary, then what the hell are we gonna call, Josh Allen's performance in the AFC Championship? Last year?
Wait a minute. What? Josh Allen? We only on year 2 with Brock Purdy. Josh Allen been in the league for what, 5-6 years?
Bruh,
6 years.
Listen. We gotta establish what bar we gonna put that at, right? So when he mentioned his rushing yard stats, you said that was legendary. So
wait a minute, 5 carries?
So hold on. So then when I look at legendary, when you talk about rushing yards or rushing stats of a quarterback, then I gotta compare it to quarterbacks that have had a game where they had to run their ass off, like a Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. Those guys have had games where they were 100 yards rushing, or a Michael Vick. This man only had 50-some yards, dog, and that's because of broken plays and he had to rush. I'm not hating on him. I'm telling you.
Wait a minute.
Really good.
I like this shit. Say what you gotta say, Griff. Go ahead, Marquis.
Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. No. I'm not let you slide on this shit here, bro. He said you call it a broken play. How about extending the play and knowing when to run? You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I was about to say that he showed that he has very good pocket presence.
He does.
That he knew when to take off, when I had to make it do, not to force the play. Now let's keep in mind though, there were you got to look at the whole body of work. There was a couple plays where his ass got lucky. Throwing the ball back across the thing, like with Jennings with the one hand grab, the little short 5-yard dump pass. Come on.
The rebound.
And interception. The interception. That was the gump play by Vendor. That was a gump play, man. Like that should have been an interception all day long.
Bro, shoulda, woulda, coulda. We play the game for, you know what I'm saying? And the dude keeps making plays. And he's not just making, he's making legendary plays, like shit that we're gonna be talking about for years.
Man, 49. I love it. That man said he made legendary plays. Bro, legendary rolling out and hitting Taylor in the back of the end zone. That's legendary plays, man. Bro. He made some great plays that if he caps this off with a Super Bowl win, it will go back and it will be like, hey, everybody's going to look like that moment when Tom Brady came in when Drew Bledsoe got hurt and he led them to the Super Bowl. It's going to be one of those moments where they say this is where he officially kickstarted his career to being a great quarterback. But he's not there yet, dog. He's not there. I can't
look. They call me the Oracle.
There's only one quarterback.
Hey, Griff. They call me the Oracle for a reason. I'm telling you the future. This motherfucker is for by year 5. By year 5, he gonna have more Super Bowls than Josh Allen and Dak Prescott.
And Lamar.
Oh yeah,
and Lamar.
All right, listen. Of course, there's a chance that'll happen, right? But that's not all because of him. That's because you have an all-around better football team than those two football teams you just mentioned.
He's just a great driver. He's a great driver of a Ferrari.
All right, I give him that. He is a good driver of that great Ferrari right now.
Okay, so let's do it this way. You old enough to remember when Joe Montana played?
Yes.
Was there ever talk about Joe Montana being the top quarterback over John Elway, Dan Marino, Bernie Kosar, or any of that?
When he went on that stretch and got that jury, yes, it was.
No. They was always talking about Elway's arm, Dan Marino's quick release. All of those shit.
Hold on. You're talking about a certain physical physique or a certain physical skill, or You know what I mean? But
Bro,
you're not talking about
they didn't start talking about Joe like that until damn near he was done. And everybody kind of looked back and was like, wait a minute, he done whooped all their asses.
Hey, Joe was the first quarterback to get a video game. To get his face on a video game.
Bro, what I'm saying is, if we go back to that time, it's the same way with Brock, dude. They wasn't talking, man. It's about Josh Allen. It's about Lamar. It's about Dak. It's about everybody but Brock. That's where I'm coming from with my legendary shit.
Yeah, and I hate to make it about the jury, but at the same time, man, what allowed them to say, hey, man, Joe is the guy, is because at that time, Elway and Marino had no jury, man.
And they didn't. And they whoa. They didn't have no jury, and they kept putting them ahead of Joe.
As far as that's the talking heads, though. Those are the talking heads that was doing that. You know,
but the talking heads is doing it now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a different era we in right now.
I just want to clarify. I am not a hater of Brock Purdy. I think he is listen, right now in the league, see me, I'm a little bit more strenuous with giving up that damn great title, man. Like this new era, man, we crown everybody great, man, instantly. And it's like, man, what work did he put in? Like, you know, great, I look at it has to be over an extended period of time, right? So right now he is really good. I will say he is the top. He is in right now one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. But
okay, let me ask you this. So what you've seen, do you think he's on his way to be great?
Oh, I think absolutely. As long as bar no injuries, bar that he stays in that system right now that Shanahan's allowed to use in the way he is. I think so. Yeah.
Because this is a question I would have to that, Mark. Do you think that he's the same quarterback on a different team, doing the same thing?
Exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna say, perhaps. No. What I'm gonna say?
No, it's a good. I mean, it's a fair assessment because, like you said, he knows how to drive. He knows how to drive the Ferrari. He's a good driver of a Ferrari. That's the analogy you used.
But if you put him on the team with
put him in a Datsun B210, how is he gonna do?
No. He this is how I'm gonna answer that question.
Okay.
You put him on the team with the head coach of Jeff Fisher and offensive coordinator like Cam Cameron, he's garbage. Because they will ruin him they'll try to mold him into what they want, and it ain't gonna work. And Jeff Fisher is a quarterback killer.
All right. Yes. Okay, that's a legitimate answer. Let me pose this question then. So you know how they remember they came up with that pyramid? They say, hey, here's a tier 1, here's your tier 2, and here are your tier 3 quarterbacks in the league, right?
Right.
Who do y'all have as your tier 1 quarterbacks?
Oh, let me start that one.
Go ahead.
Ray, we talked about this earlier in the season.
Okay.
So this is where this is again where I put Brock in tier 1. And it's how you evaluate quarterbacks. It's the reason Russell Wilson is a Hall of Fame quarterback. See, mostly everybody get caught up in height, arm strength, and all of that. But what Brock has shown, and even matter of fact, before Brock, Russell, it's how you process information on the field, which means that how you read the defense. You know, how you anticipate the plays that you're running against said defense. And Brock excels at a very, very, very high level doing that. Like, he doesn't have the arm strength, he doesn't have the traditional height that they like, but he processes the information on the field at a very at higher than Peyton Manning. Remember how they always talked about Peyton Manning being so, man, he's above Peyton Manning.
You say, okay, so bro, you know I'm with you, man. 49er gang. But I mean, to put him there right now with a Peyton,
I'm talking about his how he processes a play.
The IQ.
And you know,
You're talking about quarterback. You're talking about quarterback IQ. Pre-snap IQ.
Hold up, his IQ. But real quick, Peyton threw 30. How many interceptions he threw his
He
first
threw
season?
like 28 interceptions.
28 interceptions.
Yeah.
How many? Brock went to an NFC championship, so he can't do nothing but get better. Go ahead.
Right. I got that, but we're talking about like complete body of work right now, and I agree with him. Like it's way too early to even compare him to Peyton Manning.
To any of those guys.
But
if you agree he's top tier, I hear your argument
Okay,
if you
so
want to
listen.
put him there.
Peyton Manning.
Keep in mind.
Peyton Manning in year 2 wasn't processing the game like he was at the end.
But also
That's fair.
So listen. But you're comparing. I got it right. But a lot of that, the reason why he's processing it right, is because of the offensive system that Shanahan runs right now, and it's all checks off its motions. Like, prime example. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, look at that 3-game stretch and the teams that he played, those defenses that he played. When they were audible and when they were hiding their coverages and shit like that up to the very last minute of snap, he struggled. He struggled, dude. Like, he didn't have that surefire dump off person right now, but he still. My people say, okay, well, Debo was out, and I give him that. Debo, his left tackle was out, but he still had the Kittle. He still had the Kittle. He still had McCaffrey. He still had he had all the weapons still there, the Jennings and everything. When it comes to defenses that run a certain scheme, like everybody knows that the Lions run man. They run nothing but man. They live by and die by it. The same thing that Dallas ran. The only difference is like I said, but everybody knew the Lions all season, man. Their secondary had been getting shredded up. They were relying on the pass rush to get to him. But Shanahan is a master at getting the ball quick out of his hands. If you look right now, look up a stat. If Brock Purdy gets the ball out of his hands, probably one of the fastest quarterbacks in the league to get his hand. And that's because the plays that are designed for him to check that shit off quick. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's easy when you have those weapons.
But what I'm saying is, and I hear what you say. Okay, so look, I get what you're saying. The system is built for him to win.
He's not doing. Is he doing that? I mean, you can tell me. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Is he doing a lot of audibling at the line?
Hell yeah! What the fuck?
Okay. All right. That's why I asked you. I asked you. I wasn't knowledgeable about that. That's why I asked.
Okay, let's look at it this way. RG3 was rookie of the year in that system.
Okay.
But RG3 was running his ass off, man. That motherfucker
he was running for his life.
He running for his life, yes.
He was rookie of the year in that system and then got ruined. Okay. Let's move on. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins is a solid quarterback.
He's solid,
but he don't have that. But you have to remember, he doesn't have the type of talent that Brock Purdy is blessed with.
He sure did not.
Whoa! Wait a minute. He had Jefferson. He had some.
He had some players, bro. But those teams, man, were short though.
No. When you talk about Kirk Cousins, are you talking about Washington Redskins Kirk Cousins?
I'm talking about.
You talking about Minnesota?
No. I'm talking about Redskins.
Oh, the Redskins team.
Yeah, he had action.
Peter Garcon, man. Come on.
Yeah, he wasn't no. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't.
And the thing about it, it wasn't like everybody held Kyle Shanahan in that high regard at that time. I mean, it was like, yeah. And then, so we get Jimmy G in this system. And Jimmy G, come on, man. I saw his feeling when we went to the Super. Okay, so the year we went to the Super Bowl, I knew Jimmy G wasn't it. Because why?
Yeah. But that that goes to show you how great Shanahan's that offense that he runs is great. Because look at the quarterback team. Matt Ryan won the MVP. He won league MVP.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna point something out to you. That year we went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. We played the Seattle Seahawks. We had Seattle on the ropes. Jimmy missed that big throw to Ayuk.
Oh God, yeah.
It wasn't Ayuk. It was your boy. But that same throw right there, Jimmy never could hit because he missed.
I mean, he had a shot. It's the same thing happened in KC in the Super Bowl again. When did we play them?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's that same throw that Jimmy kept missing that throw. If Jimmy hits one of those throws, Jimmy is still a 49er to this day. And we don't draft Trey Lance, and we don't even we don't even
know who Brock Purdy is.
Right. You wouldn't know who but you see what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you what I'm telling you is you gotta execute.
Yeah.
To become, and this is what I'm telling you, Brock. If we get to the Super Bowl, you remember what I'm telling you right now. If we get to the Super Bowl and it's a close game, we're gonna upset the fucking Chiefs. We're gonna get them.
Okay, so let's transition. Hold on. So all right, so what are we looking at in this Super Bowl game?
It's
How
gonna
is
be,
this though? I mean,
it's the best of both worlds. We got two quarterbacks. We already know what Mahomes gonna do, and we know the Chiefs got great defense.
And they've been here before.
But
they are the defending champions.
Not everybody on that defense has been there before, but a good portion of them, yes.
A good portion.
Yeah.
So
Chris
you're gonna
Jones.
hear first right here. Brock for MVP, and this is gonna be his best game of. You gonna reconsider what I'm telling you. He's the real deal, and he is legend. He's finna. This is finna be the game. Because he's going to outdo.
This is going to be his coming out party, is what he's saying. It's going to
be his coming out party. You heard it first right here. And it's
he ain't outdoing Patrick Mahomes, dog.
He's going to outdo Pat, dog.
Let me tell you what it's going to come down to. Like you said, y'all have a legitimate shot to win the Super Bowl, but it's going to be not because of your quarterback. It's going to be
Deebo
either
Samuels
because
and Patrick McCaffrey.
I think it's gonna be Christian McCaffrey. It's gonna be y'all run game, because the Chiefs struggle with the run.
They do. Because if you think about that Buffalo game, they struggle big time.
It's gonna be whose ever defense can make that one play, that one key play, and I think y'all have more people on your defense that's capable of doing that. To be in that game, that person that just flips the damn game upside down. Not saying the Chiefs don't have a good defense. They got a young, vibrant, fucking good defense, man. All them cats is young as hell, so they're gonna be a problem for a long time. But they struggle with the run, man. They struggle with the run, and the Chiefs do that whole where Spag, he likes to play his defense exactly like he did during the Giants run, the Giants Super Bowl run, where he plays heavy safeties. If y'all run the ball with Christian McCaffrey and with what's his name, with your other running back that you have, you can even run it with damn Deebo, but your other running back that you have,
Elijah Mitchell.
You run it with them, man, and y'all get them boys to where that run is eating them up early. It's gonna be a long game for them, because now you're keeping Patrick Mahomes off the field. You're eating clock up, and at the end of the game, them boys going to get tired of tackling.
Okay, so that's what I was ready to say. I think that the key for us is running the ball and keeping the ball, because we just talked about, before you hopped on, we talked about, we went over the stats and we looked at Lamar and the Ravens and how they looked, and they didn't run the ball. They ran it 16 times versus 32 times, and the Chiefs had the ball like 30-something minutes, and they had it 22 minutes, and that's the key. And I think that the 49ers, I mean, you have McCaffrey rush the ball 20 times for 90 yards. Brock Purdy with the 5 for the 48, but they're going to that's what's going to have to happen. They're going to have to be able to run the ball effectively and keep clock. And I think that, and keep, like you said, keep Mahomes off of the field. And then we got real big action if we can keep it. If our running game is going, we going to win this. We're going to win this game.
I think
so. That's what I believe.
That's why I was so mind blown.
Oh, go ahead.
That's why I was so mind blown by the Ravens, their game plan. I was like, how are you not running the ball? And Lamar, why ain't you taking off? Fuck what the media saying.
Run,
like, man, run
for. That's what I told Mark earlier today. I mean, it was so many soft spots for him to run. He did not do it.
They were showing so many clips, man, where it was like open field and Lamar was not taking off run. I was like, what are you doing, man?
It's all kinds of soft spots, and he didn't take off. And then, of course, we talked about Flowers, and then we talked about the bonehead penalties. They had 9 penalties for like 90 yards.
Oh, yeah, that all killed them too, man. Them personal fouls.
Yeah, they're not disciplined. They're not a disciplined ball club, you know, and I think that Harbaugh, if he want to keep his fucking job, he's gonna have to tighten that shit up, because I think you tighten that up. You tighten that up, you beat the Chiefs. But they I think that ultimately it boiled down to those penalties. You know, we talk about Flowers too. I mean, he's in that mix too, but mostly those penalties though, that kind of killed momentum and drive. You know, when the defense was playing excellent in the second half. I mean, you can't hate on what they did in the second half. Offensively, Lamar played like I told Mark. I said he played like a played like a hoe. He played scared, nigga. That's how I'm sorry, bro. That's how I feel. He played scared.
Here's another wild card.
Deer in the headlights.
But for the game, for the Super Bowl, I don't think Elijah Mitchell get enough credit. And for some reason, I feel he gonna be that wild card, because look, Christian McCaffrey gets his, but Elijah Mitchell comes in fresh and he be getting it.
Yeah, but you got to give him the ball more than 4 times, because this is not going to be efficient to beat the Chiefs.
Man, running backs operate where they get a rhythm the more you give them the ball.
That's what I'm predicting.
But like the Super Bowl is always like that, man. Right? There's always one person that just come out of the woodworks, right? And it helps the team win. It's like that.
But he got to get the ball more than 4 times, though. He's got to get the ball more than 4 times.
Remember.
But just, if y'all run the ball and keep it, I'm telling you right now, that is the primary key right there. You keep Patrick off the field. Anytime them over on the field, you have to think that there's a chance they're going to score. And he's starting to get them Tom Brady calls now.
Yeah. Because I will say this, in that game, they got a couple. Well, I mean, not him per se. I'm just saying that Kansas City got some calls. They got away with some. On Baltimore, where I was looking like couple pass interference calls on the defense. I was just like, oh my god, like, Taylor Swift, man, that's the shake.
Hey, this is shake the money tree. The money tree. You see how much damn revenue she's generating for that damn football team and for the NFL right now?
Man, they've been talking about her. I ain't
trying to say nothing, but
is that why they keep showing her? Every other play, every other.
We have to beat them so that we can dethrone Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift. So we don't got to see her no fucking more, bro. Because I mean,
you do. Because I'm telling you, if them boys win, oh man, Sports Center the next day, it ain't gonna be Sports Center. It's gonna be Swift Center, man.
She's gonna have a music video ready for it.
Yeah, man. She's gonna be on the field. That's all they're gonna talk about. You know the storyline is already built in. It's ready to rock. They want that.
I'm already feeling some type of way, man. I'm like, yo, y'all trying to steal my boy Usher's shine. The one time he get the Super Bowl at time, and now that most of the damn talk gonna probably be about her.
They're gonna be like, she should be performing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they already started that conversation.
They actually said that shit. They said on Sports, and they was like, man, I don't know why she's not performing. And then some guy was like, oh, then they try to downplay it, like, oh, she doesn't need to perform that. She's selling out stadiums. Like, you motherfuckers, like
every big star wants to be on that shit. Michael Jackson and Prince done the fucking Super Bowl. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like
she'll do it next year.
Yeah, she probably will. But I mean, you know what? Jay-Z running that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody they done already told him next year we need Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, she's a lock. She's a lock.
She's a lock. Yeah. How much y'all want to bet? Taylor Swift is the Super Bowl halftime show next year.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Like,
well, let me
they
ask
try to
you a
play-
question, because somebody told me on the thing that they feel like Taylor Swift is bigger than the NFL. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh hell no!
It's a
nah,
$43 billion league, which
the
is bigger
NFL,
than
the NFL is a machine. That's a well-oiled machine, man. Like,
Yeah,
like the amount of negativity that's around that sport, and they still a multi-hundred-billion-dollar generating corporation. Like, now she is helping out. She is definitely for sure, but specifically she's helping
a
out.
conduit to that big pie.
Yeah, she's helping out the Chiefs more than
the league.
than the league, because of the
Right,
amount of
I agree with that.
Yeah, the amount of gear and everything they sell out. They said like Chiefs now, their revenue is an uptick of like 70%. They got a 70% uptick in like their merchandise sales since she started dating him. I'm like, damn.
Well,
But
you better make
And
sure
look
he
at us
keep
talking-
putting that
look
thing
at us
on her.
talking about her.
Right. I mean, hey, did you see the poster that I made? I had her on it. I put her on it. If you look at it for Football Talk Tuesday, and I put it up there, and it's got all the pictures of the teams or whatever, and I have a picture of her in her KC gear on there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
hey, listen,
yeah.
listen. A lot of NFL players that's played in the league that know better. Like, if you listen to these podcasts, they telling you behind the scenes what's happening. They're like, look, they don't NFL don't care about money coming in and ratings, these TV ratings. So CBS, you see how many times CBS probably their producer probably say, hey, we have a quota of how many times we got to fan
talk
across
about her
and show Taylor Swift.
And Geneva says the word on the Twitter, oh, excuse me, X. Her relationships don't last very long. Once they break up, there will be a song about him too.
So, yeah, she's right.
Yeah. So
you see what she did with one of them Jonas Brothers or something like that she was dating?
Yeah, she threw him in the garbage.
I think it was.
Yeah, she threw him in the garbage, and he's trying to recover his career.
Oh man! So what y'all think the score is gonna be?
I don't know. I know that next week for
31-24.
Football Talk Tuesday, we're gonna do a Super Bowl special. So, but it's gonna have to be on. I want to do it. I don't want to do it on Tuesday though. I want to kind of extend the show.
Let's do the pregame.
I think we should. I think the pregame would be kind of cool. Or do a Saturday show or something like that, maybe.
Okay, fuck it. Hey, we're doing the Saturday show and the Sunday pregame show.
Yeah.
I could do that remote because I'm going back out to my partner Mike Rasan's house. He invited, we doubling back, so I'm gonna take my my laptop and my microphone, and I'm gonna see if he could set me up somewhere and have everybody in the background, but we can even simulcast the game. You know what I'm saying? I'll even cover that joint, live. I want to do something big because we did this. We did the Super Bowl show.
Yeah, let's do that. Just like you said, we all own, but we watching the game and
right
live.
And talking about it because I know that we covered the Super Bowl. My buddy Andre, he was down actually at the Super Bowl experience in Los Angeles. That's when the Rams were in, and we was live, and so he was live down there in LA, and he was, he had players and stuff like that come on and stuff, to interview during the podcast. I did I broadcasted for like 4.5 hours that day because we did the Super Bowl experience Friday in the early evening, and then I did the PDX Dope podcast. And so I don't think he's gonna be there this year because he's depressed. He said he don't got enough thumbs down. He was hating, because he's a Cowboy. But his other team is KC, so he's hating on us big time right now. So shout out to my man Andre. He's hating, so. But yeah, we need to think about doing that, and then also we'll take a break from the show, and then I don't know how big you guys are on the UFL, the new league that's been combined, USFL and XFL, but We're going to cover
Hey,
that. We're going to cover the
consistency, brother. Man, as long as there's some football to talk about,
we're going to be on it.
About it.
I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
we are going to cover the UFL and do like we do here. You know what I mean? We're going to analyze the players and watch games, and we're going to get on and we're going to talk about it. But I definitely,
the off season shit. It's gonna be we gotta where Bill Belichick is gonna end up at.
I don't think he ends up anywhere.
Well, I think he'll be a Dallas Cowboy coach after next season.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you might be right about that. But
he's gonna be on TV, bro. Before
right now, Washington Commanders ain't got no coach. You see that?
Oh, they haven't hired nobody.
Slowick, both coaches that they were aiming for said they staying with their teams. Ben Johnson just announced today he's staying with Detroit as the offensive coordinator, and Slowick, Houston offered him a nice little raise, so that mug staying with Houston as the offensive coordinator. So,
right.
I don't know what it's looking like for Washington Commanders, man. It may end up being EB. Eric Bellamy.
No.
You don't think they roll with the end?
So, Mark, why you say that about Bellamy? Because I've been hearing things about him, man, and like, does he not interview well, or what is it about him that he
Eric
can't be a coach? Yeah.
You want my honest to God opinion?
I need your honest opinion, because I hear a lot of people talk about he's a good coordinator, but as far as a leader of men and being a head coach, they don't like him.
It's the eye test.
Okay.
There you go.
The eye test. When you look on the sideline and you look over there, do you look at him and see, okay, it's no different than if Eric Bieniemy came in as your director at your job. Everybody gonna look at him. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
I think
a lot of guys, some guys don't pass the eye test in leadership.
So I think we're starting to get a little bit past that, but I do think I agree with you. I do think it's a bit of the eye test, and I do believe, I'm gonna be honest, I believe that probably, which is crazy because you had all these shots of these interviews, but I do believe that it's the rumors about him not interviewing well.
That's the part
I hope, and I hate to tie it to race. Right.
You know, that's the elephant in the room. So go ahead.
But if you listen to some people's podcasts, the ones that are like outright front with it, they almost making it seem like he's, you know what I mean, like he's not. He comes off maybe he's not speaking, he's not handling himself like or speaking intelligently or coming off that way. So to speak,
he can't articulate.
Yeah, which I think that is terrible if that's the case, right? Because you would think we'd have moved beyond that, right?
Right.
No, we haven't. So you just elaborated more on the point I was making as far as the eye test. Because
I see what you're saying.
So at the end of the day, if he's so inarticulate, then like they said about your boy with the Raiders, we need Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin said it best. Eric Bieniemy relates more to the uniforms than he do to the suits. And what y'all need to start doing in the NFL is getting a guy that can relate more to the uniforms than these suits. Sure, Eric Bieniemy ain't gonna come in sounding like Josh McDaniels, but he knows how to go in the locker room and get them uniforms to go out there and play up to a high level.
Yeah.
And see, that's where we are right now. And see, the Raiders, they heard. Go back and look at everything that was said about John. And that's gonna paint the picture for what we're talking about right now.
Right.
See,
and I think it's a double standard that he's experienced too right now, because if you're looking at Andy Reid, they say, nah, Andy Reid is just that good of a coach. Like offensive mind wise, he's one of the best at it, right? But then when they look at him, they like, oh, he benefited off of being
Andy Reid.
Under Andy Reid, who was sort of the true play caller, and he benefited off of having he benefited off of having a future Hall of Fame quarterback, right? So it's like, okay, why can't it be Andy Reid benefiting off of that? He has a future Hall of Fame quarterback, but then when you talk about you talk about EB, it's about him benefiting off of having a good quarterback. See, that's what
My
I said.
point
I think
exactly.
it's a double standard.
That's my point exactly. So
Yeah.
it's easy for them to look and go, wait a minute, that's all because of Andy Reid, not knowing behind the scenes who's breaking down the tapes, who's in there building the game plan with Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
Andy Reid put him in position too, though. Yeah, he put him in position also, though.
He put him in position, and so now that's why. And so why do you think Eric Bieniemy will walk away from that situation and okay, I'm gonna go over here to the Washington Commanders and build what I built over here because I'm not getting no credit over here because all they want to talk about is what Andy Reid and Mahomes is.
And Andy Reid, to be honest, Andy Reid didn't help him out. So when that interview happened and they were talking about the play calling and Andy Reid said so many things. I can't remember who it was with. I think it was in a press conference, but he said in so many ways that really I'm the one that's sending the plays. I'm sending the play call. I'm calling the plays and I'm sending the plays in like that. As opposed, so they're like, wait a minute. Eric is your offensive coordinator. Is he calling the offense? Is he truly calling the offense and managing the offense, or is it you calling the offensive plays? He's like, well, he's managing the offense, but I'm calling the offensive plays at times. Most times I'm calling offensive play. When he made that statement, from there,
that kills it for him. That kills it for him.
It went downhill, and even after that's why everybody was like, man, that's crazy. Why the hell would you leave a team after winning a Super Bowl? And because he realized, man, the only way I'm going to even legitimately have a shot at as a head coach, I have to separate myself from this guy because that statement that he made. Now everybody's going to associate it with. I can go and win 3 more Super Bowls with the Chiefs, but everybody's going to be like, yeah.
But Andy Reid is the one that calls the plays, though. So
yeah. He didn't do any good from when he did that.
I think eventually, but I feel like eventually, man, somebody's going to take a chance on him because of what Mark is saying. Because I believe that there's still there's owners, there's people out there that believe in what he's talking about. They can relate to the players, the uniform, because that's what's important.
If I was Eric Bieniemy, I'd be on the phone with Antonio Pierce, like, dude, let me run your offense.
Right.
You get that coaching staff, that black coaching staff thing.
Right. And then look, go get Russell. Let Russell cook for you. Y'all get to the playoffs or maybe even the Super Bowl, and now all bets are off.
All you gotta do is look at the coaches that literally legitimately gave people like that a shot. Like Tony Dungy, he did that with Caldwell, right? When he was in Indianapolis. He brought Caldwell in there. Right. They won that championship. Right. They won that championship.
And Caldwell was a hell of he had a good year. And then they fuck around, got rid of him. I mean, it was
whoa. Y'all forget one. And then Caldwell went to when the Baltimore Ravens fired dumbass Cam Cameron. Guess who they brought in? Caldwell. That's when they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Let me tell you, I think
had the best playoff run probably ever when he was thinking.
That's facts. That's facts. Big
outside of our race, the only person I can think of that's done that is Bruce Arians. He brought in Leftwich to be the offensive coordinator.
Yep.
And he brought in old boy that's the head coach now for the Tampa Bowles. He brought in Bowles to run his defense. You see what happened with that Super Bowl? That was like, damn. I'm surprised Brian Leftwich. I'm surprised Brian Leftwich ain't right now ain't gotten a shot at a head coaching gig or at least another offensive coordinator gig.
But see, he'll get a shot. I mean, I think that a lot of times though you have to consider though that they probably don't even want to deal with the bullshit because they understand the politics behind all that shit.
Yeah, it'll be a one-hit wonder, but at the same time, Leftwich is the same as Bieniemy because everybody gonna put on him. You had success with Tom Brady.
Okay. But that's their argument when we go back to Brock Purdy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you got? You know what I'm saying? Or your success is based on who you with. You know what I mean? And that kind of thing, though, and not saying that he can't do it himself. I mean, or be able you don't know until they actually get the opportunity.
Right. Oh yeah. Hey, look, I'm just throwing it out there.
No. I got you. No, I feel you.
I think, but I don't know. With the new ownership in there right now with the Washington Commanders, I wouldn't be surprised, especially now with all these other guys getting snagged up now. like you said, right now the last person really you have is Bill Belichick, right? Now, and I think if they wanted Bill Belichick, they would have been interviewed him already. You know what I'm saying?
And they have it.
So I think maybe for real, I'm gonna just throw a shot in the dark. Maybe they do give the only other person out there that I could think of and I hope they give him an interview and I hope they take him is Dan Quinn. That's it. Dan, because right now it's a toss up for Dan Quinn. It's a toss up between Seattle and Washington. But I say if Dan Quinn goes to Seattle, I wouldn't be surprised, especially with Magic Johnson being the part owner in there. I wouldn't be surprised if they give Eric
good shot.
Give him a shot, man. Hey,
what you ain't got nothing to fucking lose. He's a winner. I mean, like, you know what I mean? A coach is as good as the staff that he has around him. So if you get a guy like Eric, I mean, he might not be what past the eye test, but we do know he can handle an offense. Yeah, so you get some guys around him, some solid people around him, man. Please.
You see who they went and who Washington went and hired to help find the GM and stuff like that. They brought in what's his name? Oh boy, that was the general manager for the Warriors.
Oh, the white dude.
Yeah.
I thought he was retired, so they brought him in.
He is retired. They
as a consultant.
He's a consultant.
Okay. To basically find their GM, and I think that's what maybe they're waiting on is they're trying to get the hiring of their GM, and maybe the GM hires the coach that comes in, right?
Right.
Because like a lot of times,
I think I could do it. Fuck it, I'll be the GM for the Washington Commanders. Give me Eric. I'll take Eric. I'll take Leftwich. I'll take any of those guys, man, and give them a shot. Because it ain't no different than giving these bum ass white boys, these mediocre white coaches, shots. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they want to hold, the skin tone against a brother. You know what I mean? That's corny. You know what I'm saying? He can't do no worse than any white coach that's failed there before.
Hey,
what about
like I said? I wish, like I said.
Who, Jim Harbaugh?
I hope one of them teams does take Dan Quinn, because even though I know it ain't gonna happen because it's Jerry Jones, and you know how he operates. But I would love for Dallas to bring in Brian Flores.
Oh yeah. Well,
but with teams like they got that old, crusty owner. That's part.
It ain't gonna happen for y'all until
they ain't gonna bring Flores in, because that it's just too much. There's too much baggage and too much.
Listen, until he gets sick and he got dementia,
your fan base won't like that.
Until he gets sick and dementia and die off, man, Dallas is gonna be. They're gonna still be under Jerry, man. They need to go ahead and let that go.
Hey, that's what Chad Ochocinco said, man. He said, "Look, it's something about I think it's a curse, man. I think somebody put the Sealy curse on us, man. Put it on him and say, hey, till you do right by him. Maybe I
can tell you what the curse is.
What's the curse?
I thought it was a Jimmy Johnson curse, but you see, after he went on ahead and did right by Jimmy Johnson, that still didn't work out good for us.
Wait a minute, you got to go back one coach before that.
Landry, the way
he did Landry.
Yep.
Oh yeah. He did.
That's it, because I wasn't really a Dallas fan, but I liked Landry though, because growing up as a kid, he was a fixture for football for me, and I'm young and I don't know nothing, but I knew him, and then it was just like how they just unceremoniously just got rid of him.
He legendary, and then all of a sudden he buys the team and get out of here, you old motherfucker.
He did him that way, but then like I said, we end up winning with Jimmy. But I think maybe, when you do certain, and I feel like that's the reason why, for some reason, he felt this dumbass urge to just hold on to Garrett for so damn long. Like, dude, why are you holding on? Like, there's no way in hell Garrett should have been in that.
There is. I'm gonna tell you why.
There is,
Griff. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Garrett got pictures and information. And that's why he was there for those.
Hey, seriously, you laughing, but I seriously say like he got to have something on him, man.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I believe.
that was the first coach. That was the first coach that he let down so easy, and when he fired them, like, but everybody else, you think about it, everybody else, man, he fired them jokers after they were winning.
Right.
He fired Tom Landry. He fired Jimmy Johnson after he was winning. Barry Switzer won a damn Super Bowl from him. He cut that mug loose.
His ego. It was a pissing contest always with those guys because remember he played with them.
Yeah, he gave Barry Switzer come in. Barry Switzer come in, win a Super Bowl the next season. Right? He has a bad season. He dropped that man like a bad habit.
If I owned a football team, Mark my buddy, you my buddy. So and y'all playing for me, and I get mad at y'all, and we winning, y'all gonna still be coaching. I don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as the bottom line is being met, bro. That ego shit, man. But I mean, when you got billions of dollars and shit like that, they do feel like they can do what they want to do. I assume. Because I ain't got billions, so
but you gotta also remember too when they be in that back room talking, and egos is in there, and
men. You have men.
And all of a sudden, man, I'm gonna show you. I mean, these guys got bigger egos than man. Could you imagine the conversation that went on between Jerry Jones and what's his name? That just went to the Hall of Fame.
Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. Could you imagine the ego play?
Right.
Oh no, I can imagine. Do you not? You don't remember the historical interview that they did of Jimmy Johnson when he talked about the comments that Jerry had made when they were I guess they were at some function for the team, and Jerry Jones was drunk and made some comments about Jimmy Johnson in front of everybody. While he was drunk, talking about a 14-year-old, or he said I could have plugged anybody in to be a coach, and they
I do remember that. I remember that.
Yeah,
so hold up.
I could have plugged anybody in to be a coach for that team, and they would have won a Super Bowl.
Nah,
Jimmy was
so that's what I'm talking about. Now, what you just said. Now, could you imagine the next meeting that they would have had when that would have been discussed?
Well, hey, look, like they already. I could already, like I said, I could already imagine because the day after that happened, you see Jimmy was on TV doing an interview, putting it all out there, like what he said.
Right.
That's what got him up out of. That's what got Jimmy up out of there because he aired out the dirty laundry. But
they was acting like some bitches.
And then everybody that, like you said, everybody that leaves Dallas, man, player wise, they go off and they win. It's like, come on, man.
Kind of like the Blazers, the Portland Trailblazers, our players leave and go win championships when they leave.
Yeah, I'm at the Clyde Drexler finally won some chips. He's like, all right, I'm out.
He went back home, but they owed it to him though, really. But he wasn't getting along with the GM at the time, Whitsitt or whatever his name was, who was the GM at the time. Yeah, but I'll give Whitsitt this though. He did send him home though to where his hometown to Houston. And put him on that team because Houston. I mean, they won the one title. They had action at winning two. Actually, no, Clyde was only on one of those teams.
Oh well, Clyde was only on one team, but Houston.
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they did. But that's when Jordan was playing baseball.
Hey, so let me ask you this question because I asked Marcus the same question right on Facebook, and he gave me a very blunt answer. So if Shanahan.
Okay.
If y'all lose, let's say hypothetically, y'all lose this Super Bowl, is it time to potentially consider a coach replacement and maybe bringing Belichick in there?
I'm gonna say no.
He's still available.
I'm gonna say no. No.
All right. Now let me ask you. I didn't ask Marcus this, but let me ask both of y'all this: if you go into the if he goes into the Super Bowl and he loses it because of some bad coaching decisions, do you have to consider potentially a coaching change?
I think you start to ponder. I hear what you're saying.
Do you say, hey, this is as far as, you know what? This is the second time now that he's lost the Super Bowl with. Well, no, this is not the second time. I'm sorry, because the first one was Harbaugh, right?
Yeah.
But this is the second time that he's blown a Super Bowl, and then he's lost some NFC Championship games right now. Maybe this is just the ceiling for Shanahan to get us here. But this team right here, there's another coach out there that's a true proven winner. That with this squad, that, like, can you imagine Belichick with that damn defense that y'all got? Lord Jesus, y'all might be better than the fucking Ravens. The Ravens that the Ray Lewis Ravens. Huh?
I'm not buying none.
Defense. I'm not saying offense. I'm saying defense.
But
Belichick is a mastermind defense, man.
Let me answer that. Listen, that's what's wrong with the NFL and the rest of these other teams.
It is.
They think that, wait a minute, if we only
want to tweak everything. They want to tweak everything.
No, you just got to stick with what you got until you get it over the hump, especially if you go into the NFC Championship in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid has some years, and I mean, how long? So here's the thing. So Andy Reid, he got a nice run with the Eagles. He had a shot at the Super Bowl and they lost. But the thing is that he was there for 9 years or so. You know what I mean? I mean, after a certain amount of time, you have to consider that. I do agree with that.
But hold on, whoa! I like where you went with that. So let's say you stick with Andy Reid now, and now you actually got a dynasty just like Bill Belichick, but you got it with what, 4 different quarterbacks.
Yeah, but how long has Andy Reid's been with the Chiefs? That's
7 years, 8 years now, or is it longer?
Damn, it's been longer.
He's been there for a while.
You're right. He has been there for a while because he had.
And he got 2 Super Bowls. He been to 1 and lost 1, so he been to 3 Super Bowls since he been there.
Right. So imagine if the Eagles
and 1 2.
So imagine if the Eagles stay put with him and let him just cook.
Yeah.
Now those are what the Eagles got those Super Bowls because he is a great coach.
He proved that, but he had to prove it by leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Because they fired him. They got impatient.
No. I'm saying he had a lot of extra shit going on. His kids, his son, you know, them niggas knuckleheads.
So you know the counter to that, the Steelers. Mike Tomlin is a winning coach because they are patient. If the Steelers are like every other NFL team, they done went and tried to find somebody else right now.
You can't reinvent the wheel, is what you're saying. It's like when you got a successful coach, it's a player away. It's a player away or something. That's going to get you over the top. A couple players.
Because you're not guaranteed that next coach is going to come in and be that guy to get you over the hump.
Then you go through the whole development thing. Oh, we're going to get it in 3 years or 4 years.
And that's why I asked. But that's why I said, okay, I asked the follow-on question. But if he goes in there and he pulls similar to what he did in Atlanta, where he loses this Super Bowl in a horrible way, like because of coach, like a blunder of coaching mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you start pondering about that, right? Like in the big game like that, because keep in mind, like the NFC Championship. Right now, y'all are 2 of 5, right?
Yeah.
2 of 5, where 2 of those NFC championships was under him, right? And I believe 2
one
were
under Harbaugh.
One under Harbaugh, and then you have this one right here the 2 NFC championships, y'all split it right now between Harbaugh and Shanahan. Both have an NFC championship.
No, Harbaugh went to the NFC championship twice, though, right?
Yeah, he did.
And went to 1 Super Bowl, and then
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Each of them has one NFC championship win.
No, so hold up. We had Jimmy. We went to the Super Bowl with
Jimmy. So that's
Jimmy.
2 for Shanahan, right?
Yeah. And then we lost the NFC Championship with Jimmy 2 years ago.
So he got
okay.
And then we lost last year when Brock got hurt.
Okay, got you. Yeah, you're right.
So he's one.
So y'all 3 of 5.
Yeah.
So but look, Fuck all of that. We don't do nothing. I mean, what we gonna go get?
Yeah.
That's why I brought up Belichick. The only one I can think about is Belichick. Right
Belichick can't win without Tom Brady, dog. Come on.
I mean, he drafted Tom Brady. I mean, I ain't going to get on him like that.
But,
He's the reason
what?
that Tom Brady exists.
Listen, but no. To be fair, though, those seasons, all those, like, I know we want to live on the narrative like Brady is the GOAT. Yes, he is, right?
Right.
But think about it. Brady has never won a Super Bowl without a great defense. And those defenses, that was all Belichick's drafting. Vinoy, Willie McGinnis, all those people, Ty Law, Ty Law, all these people, Belichick drafted, man. Like, he drafted all these guys.
So let me ask you this.
And these guys are all Hall of Famers.
They're all Hall of Famers because of Tom. It starts with the quarterback. Because
man, it starts with the defense, bro. What you talking about?
Hey,
what you talking about?
You got to make stops.
You do.
To give your quarterback and to give your quarterback an opportunity to do anything.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Belichick was the
Tom Brady was the type of quarterback that was just going out here and nigga lighting shit up because he, you know what I'm saying, like that.
Listen.
He played within the system.
And to be honest, like I'm telling you, Belichick was a mastermind of two things. Everybody knows he was a special teams coach, right? So every team every Super Bowl that the New England Patriots won, their damn special teams made some differences, right? Vinatieri, he drafted Vinatieri. Vinatieri is one of the most clutch fucking kickers in NFL history. The defense, I literally just named easily 3 Hall of Famers. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some that will be Hall of Fame.
I'll give you another one. I'll give you Teddy Bruschi. That's my dude.
Teddy Bruschi. Arizona Wildcats guy, right? Like all these guys, man, he drafted.
But hold up though. This is my point here. This is the point I'm making. Go look at Belichick's track record before Tom. It actually mirrors what's happening right now. What, did he all of a sudden stop learning, forgot how to draft players and develop them? Did he all of a sudden?
I think later in his age he made some.
He had too much power, man, and sometimes you have to consolidate that shit. You can't just continue to have success.
At a certain age, he got a little bit old, and I think he needed to relinquish what we have right now in Dallas. Some old motherfucker needs to relinquish he needs to relinquish the GM position. Let that shit go. Give it to your son. Right now, Dallas' problem is our owner is the GM. He needs to relinquish that GM fucking spot. Give it to your son or one of them like that. Just be the fucking owner. Bill Belichick, he just needs to coach. Let somebody else, let one of these young-minded guys.
But here's the only thing that I have with Belichick at this point is age.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and I just think that right now in this league is becoming a young league. You know what I mean? You're starting to get a lot of young coaches in position and stuff like that. And Bill Belichick is a dinosaur now.
Don't forget, Pete Carroll is older than that man.
No, I'm saying, but Pete Carroll, the same applies to him too. I'm not, I love Pete, and I love Pete Carroll.
Whoa, Pete.
No. I'm just saying, bro, you have to
win without Russell.
But that's fine, bro. But this is it's racism, ageism, all isms, nigga. That's gonna be the reason. I mean, the league has got to be able to. It's the problem that we have with politics with term limits and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it comes a time in where you get to an age where it's just like, man, these guys ain't finna be, you got a lot of, it's time to let the young people, people raised up do it. You go into the front office. Go in the front office and be a GM.
Right. Your style is running a little old, right? You still got a few that can potentially get away with it and continue to win. Like you said, like the Pete Carrolls, right? This is like in music right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm old school.
Me too.
Hip hop all day long. I love old school hip hop, but I'm not completely naive that these young motherfuckers is coming in and they're just they're taking it right now, and they turning it into what they like, and it's like we might not be all on board, but at the end of the day, man, at some point
it's gonna have to transition. It's gonna transition, man. And
But
I love Pete Carroll, bro. I love Pete Carroll.
He's
one of my favorite coaches.
I only brought it up. I only brought that question up because you're right. I did consider that Bill Belichick and his age, right? And that's why I said I brought it up about potentially him coming in the 49ers, because he would have to come into a team that's ready to win, that's built to
now.
Win, right.
And
now.
but he's gonna have that extra pressure because they gonna have to do it then. Yeah. You ain't gonna have. You got 2 years. You got 18 months to get it done, my man. What you gonna do? Because
but then on top of that, Bill Belichick wants to come in and do it his way, and that's what they were saying in Atlanta. Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh hell no, don't you bring him in here because he was gonna come in and cut too much, and then in 18 months, if the shit don't work, now you got to start all over."
Well, you look at what you got. This is what they always do at the end of every season. You look at what you got, and then you build from there. There's always a young lion somewhere up there that can coach. And everybody knows it. He just ain't got opportunity because this old motherfucker is in the way. It's just like in politics. You got all these old Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi motherfuckers. It's like 1,000 years old. That's still in the Congress, and these young motherfuckers can't get no leeway on them because they in the way. You got Donald Trump is 77. You got fucking Biden is 81. These is the niggas that's running for president of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, okay, cool, man, whatever. But it's time to start transitioning to these younger people. You know what I'm saying? The people that's going to be running this fucking world is theirs. It's not ours. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to relinquish that shit, man. And that goes for in the football. With Belichick, like you said, if he going to coach and get a team, he only got 2 years. That's it. And he got to go, like you said, Grip, he got to go to a team that he's going to win. If he can't do it, it's either the beach or a front office job or some shit like that. But you can't coach these young dudes. You don't even fucking relate to them anymore after a certain point. You know what I'm saying? And Pete, he's an anomaly because he's more a rah-rah guy, and he's a player coach kind of kid dude. So he might have a little bit more longevity because he ain't all serious minded. That's just my thought on that. You know what I mean? But I just feel like, man, it's for those old dudes, I would give Pete more action than Belichick, though. I will say that.
Same, I agree.
I would give Pete a little more
action. The Belichick and the Patriots way, that these young cats ain't gonna.
They ain't listening. They ain't listening, bro.
No.
They finna tune you out.
They finna tune you out. And Belichick, you liable to get fired before the season ends.
Hey,
he lost the locker room. They don't even pay attention.
And that's big because don't nobody want to hear their grandfather talking to them. You know what I'm saying? They're yelling and screaming and all that shit, bro. I hate to say it, man. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It's like, my pops, I love my dad and everything, but it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I'm 52. He's 72. It's my time now. I run this now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just how eventually my son, who's 25, pretty soon he going to be like, Dad, have 1,000 seats. I got this. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, I am not remove. I get it, man. I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but it has to be a natural progression. The league has to grow in order for the league to stay fresh. That's what happens with the young teams, the Shanahans, and all these other successful young coaches. It's their time now, and they're gonna run it.
You got some young cats. You got some cats in there though, like the older ones that may look at it too and be like, man, but this is man, this is the great Bill Belichick, man. Like this motherfucker got 6 Super Bowl rings. Like, some of them are gonna be like, man, you just, you gotta at least maybe consider it. But you are right. I mean, there are a lot of
you can consider it all you want to, and even go as far as giving them a shot. But if it's me, you get 2 years, bro. 2 years.
Yeah.
You get 2 years, man. And like Mark said, there will be action for you to get fired during the season. I'm just saying.
No.
Out of those players on the 50-man roster that you just named, it only probably be a third, and them probably veterans on their way out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would be in agreement.
It's gonna be that even be paying attention to him.
Right. All the young man, we ain't trying to hear this shit.
Them niggas is rocking gold chains. got
keep in mind-
grills
keep in
and
mind-
shit. They ain't man, fuck this old white man. I ain't listening to this
right.
shit. You know what I
But
mean?
no, also keep in mind, right? Yeah, 2 years, right? You're right. I wouldn't give him no more than 2 years. One, because right, like you said, the age factor, right? And two, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think Belichick wants to coach any more than 2 years. I think he's like 2 years is enough to get him
He's trying to prove he
to
can
get
win
him his
without
record.
Tom Brady. What they said in that article, he's on a mission to prove that he can win the Super Bowl without Tom Brady.
Listen to this real quick, man. I think that's I mean, it is what it is, man. Tom wouldn't win without you. You got your success. You had your quarterback. A lot of teams don't get, keep players. I mean, that run
Six
is
rings ain't nothing to
unprecedented.
slouch on.
Yeah, that's unprecedented, man. And you're probably not going to win without him. And so that's easy to say, but that don't make him no less of a coach. It's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that the narrative is that though, but for me, if I'm a guy who had Tom Brady, for instance, if I'm in his position, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I won these motherfuckers. With this guy, I don't give a shit if I don't win no more without him. Yeah, you could say that all you want to, but hey, I was a part of that, and he won because of me too. So I'm gonna just leave it right there. He went on and did what he learned from me. I'm just gonna take it like that and let it be what it is. I ain't got nothing to fucking prove, but it's a great narrative for the media, though. I think
It is. It is, and too.
Hey, he's bought into that narrative because that's the only reason.
Okay, but that's on him, though. You're right. But if I'm him, I'm just saying, if I'm him, I wouldn't give a fuck what they were talking about. I can't win without him. I need me another Brady. That's what I would be saying in the news. Yeah, I need another motherfucking Brady.
Yeah,
so I can win. I'll tell people that I can't win without a player of that caliber. Y'all can say that, yeah, he doing whoop whoop. Yeah, we ain't got nothing here. When they let Tom Brady go, the way they handled that, I think that was the problem. It was problematic because he wanted to get rid of him before, he was getting older and shit. And I think that's where they ran into trouble. Outside of that, bro, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Whoa. There's one little piece, big piece.
What's that?
Kraft like Brady.
No, that's what I mean. Well, see, but Kraft, put your balls on the table and tell him this is what's finna happen or you're gone.
Well, he did what he so you got to remember they had a meeting and he had an ultimatum and he picked the coach because he's like, well, Brady, we ain't trying to get.
Well, then, so whose fault is this really?
Oh, it's Kraft.
Okay, that's okay. So then, I mean, I just the Belichick, man, it's hard for me to really shit on him, though. You know what I'm saying? Just as a football
Belichick. No, man, I don't like all of that Patriots way bullshit.
I like
I
that
do.
Shit.
That shit one ring.
It's proven, bro. Ain't no other system out there that's been more successful.
Hey, listen, Andy
Reid now. If he beat us, he'll be on his way.
Hey, every player played under that shit. A lot of them said that now that they're done with it, they're like, yeah, that shit, it was kind of rough around there. But I'm gonna tell you right now, while that shit was going on, they were like, man, we winning these chips. I'm getting these endorsements. I'm able when I retire, they get to say Super Bowl winning such and such. Yeah, I appreciate that shit. Thank you very much. But I do think the problem is, I agree. The problem was Kraft was like, look, I'm going to trust my GM, and my GM says, hey, I think it's a little bit time. It's time to move on for Brady right now, right? And who knows, man? There may be a whole slew of other shit that we're not privy to that took place behind the scenes.
I'm gonna give you an example. The Bulls should have rolled Michael Jordan until the wheels fell off. You ride your goats until the wheel. You don't sit there and just think, oh, like the
Bulls did not do that because the Bulls did the same thing. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish it, and I'm gonna come back.
It's just like what you just asked about Shanahan. Man, why the fuck are we just because he fucks up in the Super Bowl that we think, okay, we're just gonna blow the shit up and go find somebody else and end up being 4-10 for the next 5 years because we're trying to find some guy that can get us. Man, come on, no, you got the guy.
Mark, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. If it was me, over there at that point in time when they were debating on whether they're gonna keep Brady or trade him because he's old.
No, but I'm even saying like what the Chicago Bulls did with Michael. Nigga,
they fucked that off.
Mike and Phil Jackson.
Oh, that was Krause.
The wheels fall off.
Yeah, they fucked that off because if they keep that team together next year, if at the very least they would have still competed for a title.
That was 100% Krause's fault. That's why that crowd when they did the Ring of Honor. You see how they booed his ass? Like,
there are a lot of similarities. You're right about that shit because I don't give a fuck because I think you're absolutely right, and I think that when you talk about Brady, I wouldn't have traded Brady. I wouldn't have talked about that shit. I would have waited until he fell off a cliff.
Until he fell off a cliff, and then you go, okay, you done failed and hurt yourself. Thanks.
Now it's time.
We'll see you later. You're right.
And take him out and let him retire. He wouldn't have never been playing for no motherfucking team. Nobody. He would have been retiring as a fucking Patriot if it was me, GM, coach, owner. If I was in any of those hats I had to wear, that's what we gonna go with. Because nobody else is winning 6-7 titles. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta go with that, bro. That's all I know. We win, so I gotta go with this shit.
Formula. Oh, so now we're gonna get creative. Well, let's see if we can win without it.
Listen, porn star Jimmy would have just been a backup, just a little bit longer. He wasn't gonna be too old not to play. So when Tom retired now, right, or just last year or whatever it was, this would be the perfect time for Jimmy because he would have probably been a better quarterback had they did that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So my whole point is, you ride the goats until the wheels fall off. You don't sit there and try to get creative and think, oh, well, maybe if we do. No, you got a formula. You just got to keep working. You got to believe in the formula. And
why you don't believe in the formula that got you the wins all of a sudden?
Right,
that's the part.
That's the point. Like, why would you sit there? Like, think about what we done. Like before, okay, so before Jim Harbaugh, okay, no, yeah, let's go back. So before Kyle Shanahan, we had to fire Jim Harbaugh because of a dumbass general manager, Balky.
That was before they got Lynch.
Yeah, before we got Lynch, we had Balky, and then Balky went to Jacksonville and had that catastrophic shit with Urban Meyer. Balky and Tommy Canale. See what I'm saying?
Right.
We had Jim Harbaugh, if we'd have just looked, okay, man, hold on, we got a winning formula right here. Let's keep winning. No.
Right.
We're going to follow somebody with a dumbass idea or whatever it was between he couldn't get along with Jim. Because remember we came out and was finna trade Jim Harbaugh to the Browns? That was a real thing.
I know. I remember that too. That's the thing. I think that it was a timing thing because I think they had Lynch. If they got Lynch in there, they would have kept Harbaugh.
But that's my point though.
Yeah.
These are examples of and then wait a minute, let's go before Harbaugh. Look at how many coaches we went through in the early 2000s trying to get back to winning.
Right.
Trying to get it right.
Man, I mean, they fired Mooch.
They fired Mooch. They fired Singletary.
But Singletary was trash, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, but still, though, what's his name?
Can't win with him.
Can't win with him. Can't win. Yeah. I didn't like all that because he was an super old school, antiquated caveman shit. I was like, fuck out of here, man. You're a coordinator at best, bro.
But you see what I'm saying? That's what you got to go through when you be making those bright idea fires. Oh, let's go bring. No, when you winning and you finally got some shit going, you stick to it and you tweak it. You don't go and tear the whole shit. Oh, we don't go try this guy. No, man, you don't do that.
Yeah. No, so I think that your biggest gripe is the fact that they got rid of Tom Brady early, and then the narrative happened to where it was like, and then when Tom went and won somewhere else, Belichick and Krause had egg in their face.
Oh yeah, but see before, right? But you got to understand too. 2 seasons before they got rid of Tom, I was arguing with folks saying that Tom was more important than Bill Belichick. It was a quiet argument that I kept throwing out there, and they finally got rid of him.
Man, I wouldn't have got rid of him. I'm just saying, if it was under my watch, bro, and Michael Jordan with the Bulls and all that type of shit, I'm gonna keep them niggas. You can find. I'll be willing to die on my sword and get fired for keeping them for too long versus letting them go too early.
Letting them go.
Hey, that's just it. That's just me.
Definitely, I would have did the same thing, and like you said, I would have kept doing them damn 2-year deals with Tom until like, hey, and at that point, at his age, at that point, it wasn't like he was gonna have any gripes if you went in there and drafted a fucking quarterback.
No, because that quarterback is gonna sit, and then he's gonna learn. Because you look at Green, and here's the example of that. When you look at Green Bay Packers in the last 15 years or whatever it was, you had Brett Favre, but they had Aaron Rodgers on the backside waiting 2-3 years before he got his shot. You see what I'm saying? But he still sat.
They've done great.
Jordan Love, they went and drafted Jordan Love. Jordan Love sat 4 years, 3 years, and then he got his shot. You know, he played the Niners great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he looked good. He's finally. But I would have did that shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the way you do it. You don't change that.
Green Bay right now and Kansas City have been the masters of that shit. Kansas City did the same thing.
Kansas City did the same thing.
Patrick Mahomes sat for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, right. And everybody on the team knew he was the man.
Man, everybody was like, yo, y'all just don't know. We got a gunslinger on our hands. He ain't starting. He ain't playing yet. But when he does, it's going to be a
good.
problem.
And they didn't trip. They didn't panic. They just like, hey, he got 2 Super Bowls, man. Yeah. That's for sitting behind for 2 years. And he's in the third. I mean, he's in his 4th Super Bowl. This is his 4th. This will be his 4th appearance.
4th and
4. 4 or 5.
That's why Patrick Mahomes I have as the only quarterback that's a tier 1 quarterback right now in the NFL. Everybody else, tier 2, man.
So who you got behind Mahomes?
All right, so behind Mahomes is the only, like I said, he's the only tier 1. Tier 2, I have Purdy. I have Josh Allen. I have Lamar. I have to put Lamar Jackson there, man. He's a 2-time MVP. So
yeah.
And yeah, man, that's it for the tier 2.
And then tier 3, we got golf.
I slightly, I'll put I even maybe can put I could put Jalen Hurts in there, but this year I've seen a little bit of questionable stuff like that come back, like, you know, in terms of the throwing accuracy, especially on the run, throwing on the run. But yeah, I'll put him as a tier 2. Tier 3, I'll put Prescott at tier 3. I put no man. I'm gonna go back. I'll put in tier 2 also. I forgot about Smoking Joe too. Smoking Joe Burrow. I'll put him up at tier 2. Tier 3, okay. I'll put Justin Herbert in tier 3, along with.
You think golf is tier 3, so you will put golf at tier 3 or tier 2?
I can't. But the only thing is that this, it's just been one season right here, man, with Detroit where I've seen it. And I don't blame LA on him right now, but the work right now, yeah, I still put him in. I put him as probably the top of the tier 3.
You know who I'm calling for MVP next year?
Brock Purdy. Who?
The boy at San Diego. I mean, at LA. The
Charger.
Herbert.
You think so?
Herbert with Jim Harbaugh is going to be nasty.
Because they're going to start running the fucking ball.
Yeah.
and if you got a guy who can run the goddamn ball as a quarterback, man, hey, man, you got action. And I don't see nothing wrong with what you're talking about. I agree with that.
That's
only problem with Justin. The reason why I have a hard problem of putting Justin Herbert as a favorite to win the MVP next year is because he plays in the division with Patrick Mahomes, boy.
Oh man!
And right now, so that means he got to see him twice. He got to see him twice a season, and he don't do good against Patrick Mahomes. To beat another quarterback for the MVP, you got to beat that quarterback.
Hold up, Greg.
But they had a weak ass coach.
That was before Jim Harbaugh took over. Remember me telling you this? That was before Jim Harbaugh is an ex-quarterback, bro.
Yeah,
and he gonna have that boy ready.
That's true. But I think that what Harbaugh is going to bring to them is what he did with the Niners when he came to us. I think that he's going to do the same thing.
Oh, hard-nosed football. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they're going back to that, and they're going. Like I said, you got to be able to run the football, and you got to have a defense. And if you don't got that, your quarterback ain't going to be shit, but a stat machine. I mean, he might look good and doing that stuff, but if you can't win without those two things.
That's why it just blows my mind. That's why it blows my mind about his brother, the other Harbaugh, about how he played how he coached that damn AFC Championship game.
He forgot what his daddy taught him.
I'm like,
run the fucking football.
Y'all Harbaughs are all about rugged, hard-nosed football, man. We gonna run, we gonna pound this shit down your throat. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna kill you off with some play actions, or I'm gonna kill you with a quarterback that can scramble out there and run a little bit. But that shit blew my mind. I was like, man, yeah, damn Lamar back there dropping back, just dancing, playing street ball, man. All he's doing is sitting right there, just dance. I swear, I think he pulled an Al Pacino on the sideline. He's like, go out there and,
oh yeah,
Sunday. Mommy's calling you for dinner. Like mommy's calling you for dinner.
Had that big out there. He wasn't even Willie beaming that night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Hey, that mother looked like the early Willie Beeman, man. He was dancing, running for his damn life.
Ooh, that's so funny.
Man, this is terrible.
But man, shit, I gotta cook dinner and get ready for bed. But fellas, thank you again for another interesting and
great show, fellas.
Talk. Great show. I'll be in touch with all of you fellas, and man, we'll figure out what we're gonna do for our Super Bowl show, Mark, and get that tightened up because I want to do something big for. I mean, you want to do 2 shows, like we can do a pregame show, Saturday. We can do a simulcast, but once I solidify what I'm gonna do, I'm with it, whatever. But if I go out to Ivory's or whatever, good night, Geneva. If I'm out there, I'm gonna take my computer and I can go on live and do my thing. So I'm down for that for sure.
Don't forget your likes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. Football Talk Tuesday. Griff, thanks for joining us again, man. We look forward to seeing you again. We will be. This ain't the end of the season. It's just the Super Bowl. We're gonna talk. What's that? The new football league. We're gonna be up on that, and we're gonna bring it to you every Tuesday until next season. We're going to keep it going, man.
Yes, sir.
So you guys have a good one. We out of here. Football Talk Tuesday. Y'all have a good evening. Deuces.
Peace.